Clock is now ticking for people in a homeless camp on 3rd Street downtown to leave. This is the second time within days Cincinnati is ordering the homeless to go somewhere else. It was just last week we first showed you these pictures of city workers cleaning up the camp under the Plum and 3rd Street overpass. Some of those people moved to shelters, others moved to 3rd Street. That is where we find Not on Your Side's Ashley Zilka. Ashley, we understand the people in the camp were told that this would be coming.
That's right, Kristen. Advocates for the homeless say things went a lot smoother this time around. People living in these tents along 3rd Street were given notice yesterday. That's before we even knew. Now, if you take a look at these notices, they're posted all along 3rd Street. Police have been handing them out over the past several hours. Everyone will need to leave the camp by Friday. The number of people living at this particular camp has grown in recent weeks. This group calls itself the Colony Cincinnati. Maslow's Army is down here providing resources for the homeless. They will be here for the next several days. Now, I'm told there are around 45 people living here, but volunteers say about 15 people have already left to go to shelters and rehab centers. Cincinnati police tell us they are starting a dialogue with those who live here.
My interactions with both those that are part of the tent encampment and some of the people that are their leaders, it's been very positive. Good interaction.
This time there was a warning given that this would be coming, so people were preparing for this day. So that'll take the anxiety level way down with the people that are out here.
Now I'm out here with WCPO reporter Lucy May. Lucy, you were out here earlier today. How is everyone feeling about this? I know you've been talking to people.
Yeah, I talked to three different people who have been living here in these tents. One gentleman for as many as 6 months, another couple gentlemen for just a few weeks. The leader of the camp, a man who calls himself Desmond, he said that for him, the 72-hour notice isn't really the big problem. The big problem is that the city didn't involve the people who live here enough, he says, and that they don't have another place to go. For some of the people who stay here, they don't want to go into shelters. They want to sleep in tents outside, and he said if they just had another location where they could move their tents, they could continue to build their community, get help for the people who need help, and eventually get people into housing who want it, but he'd like to have a place for them to go.
That's what I was just going to say. You know, a couple days ago we were dealing with 3rd and Plum Street camp. Now this camp is, what's the solution here? I guess we don't really know.
Yeah, it's very complicated, and I talked to Susan Landis, one of the co-founders of Maslow's Army, who we've been talking to a lot over the past few weeks. She said she really hopes there's a focus on housing because, in her view, just moving these camps a little bit down the road every few weeks isn't really solving the problem, especially when the weather is nice enough for people to sleep outside. There are going to be a number of people experiencing homelessness who want to stay outside. They don't want to go into shelters for a variety of reasons, and so it's a question of what's our bigger solution for this.
All right, thank you so much, Lucy. I really appreciate it. Now, like this notice says, everyone needs to be out by 2 p.m. on Friday. That's when cleaning and maintenance will begin. We'll have much more on this camp coming up on 9 on Your Side at 11. Reporting live, Ashley Zilka, 9 on Your Side.